Hey guys, welcome to the patio. Ooh, it's cold outside. Honey, it's cold outside. It's so cold, the patio is like really tight and all snuggly today because it's just me and Gary. But that's all right because we're going to have a good time. I can promise you guys that. Hey, welcome.
Yo!
Gary, there he is. The only one that could make it out today in all the snow.
Yep, I made it.
He made it. Everybody else is either tied up with work, out of country, or busy, or snowed in.
Or
I
snowed
guess
in.
we'll call it snowed in, right? We'll call it snowed in. Gary, what did you do on this snow day? I went to work, just so you know, my real job.
I worked from within the house with my wife. We moved.
She was home all day too?
Yeah, she was home all day too. But we transferred our children from bedroom to bedroom. We switched bedrooms. Is what we did.
So how many children did you move?
Just two. Just moved the daughter,
The boy.
and the boy. Boy went to our old bedroom upstairs away from everybody. He's gonna have his own private room.
That's a big room. Own bathroom?
It's his own bathroom. He's gonna have his own.
He needs his
toilet
own door.
yeah, he's gonna.
So he could easily sneak girls in.
He could. There's a ladder up there for him to.
If there's a fire.
If there's a fire, he
So
can get down.
it's for both exit and entry.
It is. It's all there.
Oh.
So he may throw down his hair and say, climb up my hair. Like
Did you
that.
take the little one out and play in the snow day? Or
Yes.
it was too cold.
I did not, but the middle child, she took the little one out, and they had a little snow day. I gave them 10 minutes out there. I didn't want no.
That's
frostbite.
about all they could stand. Because look, you've lived here your whole life too. You went to Nebraska for a few years.
I did.
But do you remember temperatures this cold, even in Nebraska?
Now in Nebraska, it for some reason it feels colder here. It does. In Nebraska, it's a dry cold. I used to have nosebleeds all the time, and my legs would be dry and everything. We had humidifiers. You have to have humidifiers in Nebraska.
That dry skin sucks.
Oh, it does. It does. So like it gets cold there, really cold, a lot of snow. But when it gets here, it's like a wet stick to you cold here.
So you was at home moving the kids around the house, took out stuff. We've had a busy day. Did you partake in any adult beverages today?
I did. I made me some eggnog this morning. I was just chilling around.
Oh, you thought it was more like Christmas?
Yeah, I was trying to make it Christmassy.
Did you play Christmas music?
No, I did not.
You should have put a tree up. Might as well, because we hadn't had a white Christmas. You could have a white after Christmas.
I could have. I was watching Rocky IV though. I was watching. Does that
nice.
count?
Is that not the best one?
I think
Some people would say the first one.
no, because he technically doesn't win. So yeah, he loses.
And the second was just kind of.
Like
Which one was Mr. T? Was that number 3?
Clubber Lang. Clubber Lang. That was
Clubber
number
Lang
3.
was number 3. What was number 2 when he beat Apollo?
He beat
Finally
Apollo.
beat Apollo. Okay, so number 3 was kind of to me. But 4, I remember. That's what America needs right now. We need a Rocky 4.
Yeah.
We need to recreate Rocky 4
what
with
we
the
need.
same Sylvester Stallone, and then some of these snowflakes out here would learn what American pride. We need Rocky 4 today
Because at the end of it, if you watch it, they sort of come together. Everybody comes together.
to fight the big Russian that killed the American.
That did kill Apollo. He
killed Apollo.
He killed Apollo. Oh
Man. So what do you think about the new Rocky, the Creed movies? They're pretty stinking good.
They're good too. I mean, they all follow the same lines. I don't think they're any different in any of them.
We could make our own version.
They sort of he climbs to the top to win. That's what the movies are about.
And then he gets knocked down
and
he does it again.
yeah, Rocky could always take a beating. I think that's why he was champ. He could take a beating. He could get the mess beat out of him and he still wins. It wasn't
Some people would say you've taken a beating too, Gary.
I know.
I tell you what, this football, these playoff
Oh
wild
my
card
gosh.
weekend I'm literally like 13 yards away from like $500.
Where them boys at? That's why I didn't know. Where are them
I'm
boys
glad.
at?
None of us are Cowboy fans, are we?
I am not, but I did put money on the Cowboys, and
I did too.
I mean, it was the most obvious win I thought this weekend, and it was not.
And last week, I think if we go back, I warned y'all about Green Bay. And then I talked myself down. I'm like, there is no way. I'm so wrong about this.
There is no way. They have all them rookie receivers. Did Christian Watson even play in that game? I don't think he played, did he?
He didn't have to.
He didn't have to.
I think he might have played, but he didn't.
Aaron Jones lit him up. Jeez, Aaron Jones still a guy.
Cleveland, our bet for Cleveland to win the Super Bowl.
Gone. I don't know what happened to Cleveland. Their defense. You know what?
Their
Really,
defense didn't play well.
this whole weekend, no defense really showed up. What defense has showed up? Don't count the Dallas game. That's just Dak sucking.
And he put up a lot of yards.
He did, but he threw 2 pick sixes in like within 3 minutes of each other.
Could you say Kansas City's defense showed up, or was it Mother Nature that took care of the Dolphins?
Mother Nature took care of the Dolphins.
Or Tua.
I saw that coming. I paid Kansas City. I did win. No, I actually lost that bet because I played.
You played the points.
I played the spread and lost by a point. I think, if I remember correctly. I was upset. Though.
Yeah, this was a. Was there any good games? The game last night was good.
What,
the Rams and the
that was
Lions. That's a good game.
I missed that game because I played the spread. I had like 3, and they won by 1.
Yep.
Oh, hey, but I still have a bet for. I have a futures bet with Detroit winning it all. Still, I still have that one.
Oh, you do?
I have that one.
So all of you Dallas fans out there, where them boys at today? Look,
them boys at home.
Look, all I know is about every third person I know is a Dallas fan, but today they were crickets. The Dallas haters was all over my social media feed. Ooh, Lord. And Jerry Jones even said that's the worst loss because they were poised to do something. They cheat Detroit to take the number 2 seed. That didn't pay off. They'd have been better off to have lost to Detroit and played anybody else because I don't know if anybody could have beat the Texans or the Packers yesterday.
Oh, no. Texans came out firing. Just imagine if they still had Tank Dell. That they could have scored 100 that game. I don't know.
And the bad thing was the Browns had what, number 1 defense?
Number 1 defense
and
all
no
year.
one was out, or if they were, it wasn't many people out.
Myles Garrett has somewhat been injured all year, it seems.
He still played.
But he still played. Yeah. I mean.
And just so y'all know, that we have not become the football channel, but we have partaking in taking a few bets here and there, and it's really kicked our butt these last couple weeks.
It sure has. But yeah, one last thing about football I want to say is that I think it's time for Dallas to move on from Dak and
McCarthy.
It's got to happen.
So is Bill Belichick going to be the Dallas
If
coach?
I was Jerry Jones, I'd bring him on home.
I'd go get Nick Saban and Bill Belichick and say, I just want you guys for 2 years, come to Dallas. And look, I'm not a Dallas fan, but if you get them there,
yeah,
I might become a Dallas fan for a couple of years.
Like, hey, Bill, look at all these.
Is Bill Parcells still alive? I don't even know if he is. Get Bill Cowher. Let's get all the great coaches. Bill Cowher, Bill Parcells. Tomlin, if he didn't make the playoffs, they were talking about he might be out. Bring Tomlin in.
He's never had a losing season. I mean,
look, I love Mike Tomlin, one of my favorite coaches. And he did a lot with this team right here.
This team was
quarterback.
crap.
But what did we learn this weekend? The teams with the good quarterbacks, they win all the games.
They win all the games.
Now, Tua, I would argue, is a good quarterback, but he's not good below 40 degrees. He is 0-5 below 40 degrees.
Yeah, he
so having that home field advantage is big for the Dolphins.
Too big.
Probably the best meme I saw all weekend, though, was what's the coach's name for the Dolphins? McDaniels?
Yeah,
Let me see if I can find it. There was a meme. I shared it with you guys that said, the guy from the Humpty. They've never been seen the same place. Man, that's the truth. Yeah.
What was that underground? What's the name of that group? It's something
Digital Underground.
Digital Underground. That's something underground.
Shock G. Let's see if this is it. Let's see if this is the meme right. Oh, there's the meme. Let me see if I can bring it up. Sorry, it's gonna look like a bunch of us were here. Look, there it is. Now tell me, Mike McDaniels and Shock G from the Humpty Dance. Wow, that's uncanny.
It's uncanny.
I'm kind of jealous.
Oh man,
because they just say I look like Humpty Dumpty. They don't, I ain't got much more to the Humpty, but that's one of my go-to songs. Me and Fortenberry, actually, it's all 3 of us, right? Yeah. And just look, if y'all want to hire us to come do your wedding, we have references about how crunk we can make your wedding.
Do you think Taylor Swift was there because she could sing in those high notes that only dolphins could hear and was messing up the Dolphins? Huh?
I don't know, but I saw an article. So the guys in the Buffalo game said, "Hey Taylor, we can't wait till you come to Buffalo." But they were talking about how that this relationship's really cramping her style.
What?
I mean, the season's almost over.
I mean, Kelsey has somewhat come in a foul limelight since dating her because his play has gone down.
But is it not just they're going to ride if they make it in very far? And look, they could beat Buffalo next week. Buffalo, the way they played today, I don't know, but their defense plays well. I mean, really, these last 4 teams, I think any 4 of those AFC teams could be there. Baltimore's been playing at a high level. Texas is hot. Kansas City, Buffalo. That's basically a rivalry now.
Yeah. No, it is.
Any of those 4 teams could make it, including Kelsey.
Yeah.
The NFC, Green Bay, maybe one of the hottest teams in the NFC. They're headed to San Francisco.
I like Detroit. I think Detroit, I hope they win it all.
So who does Detroit get? They get
another home game because of the Dallas loss.
Who else in the play? Who do they get?
Do they get a winner tonight?
No. Yeah, they get the winner tonight. Yeah, that's right.
It
depends on.
Because they get the
Green Bay
lowest
was a
seed.
7 seed.
Okay.
They get the winner tonight.
Okay.
Detroit gets the winner tonight. So Green Bay's headed to San Francisco. Philadelphia probably headed to Detroit. I like Detroit against Philly.
I like Detroit.
I like Detroit.
I like them.
All right, let's move on to a few stories. We're going to hit some stories here. Here's one from the Daily Mail. Snowflake country. It says 2/3. Now, we're going to talk about a snowflake country.
Mm-hmm.
2/3 of Canadians fear that U.S. democracy cannot survive another Trump presidency. And half believe America is becoming a dictatorship. Now, the irony here is, I would argue that, yes, I would agree to some extent that America has become a dictatorship, but not due to Trump, due to the other side.
That's correct. But they have they fear for democracy. Well, here's the problem: we're not
a republic.
We're a constitutional republic,
and everybody wants to drop that D word.
We are not.
We're not a democracy.
We are not.
Thank
we never
God.
have been.
And democracies don't survive.
Yeah, the reason why I was listening to a radio the other day, and they say the reason why because no one can ever get on the same page. So what happens is a bunch of compromises to get to do something is just something ridiculous.
Yeah, and they make compromises that are unnecessary. I mean, we're almost there today. I mean, what's going on our southern border?
Yeah,
I mean, that's an atrocity. We are spending. I heard this number the other day, Gary. It's like $80,000 a year is being spent per person to keep them in these sanctuary cities. Now, tell me, what sense does that make? They get
0 cents.
They can't work, so they don't work. They get medical attention or doctors,
free medical attention,
free
medical because they can't turn them away.
Yep.
I mean,
they get food. They get room and board.
So if I'm me, I'm living in Mexico and I'm barely making it. And I'm like, if I could cross this border and they're going to pay me to do nothing and give me money and food and free health care, let's go, kids. Let's go. Pack up. We're gone.
Let's go.
Let's go now.
Maybe we should do it anyway.
Don't they get them free cell phone
Maybe
too?
we should fly to Mexico and come across the border and get sent to one of these camps.
I mean, I can lose my birth certificate. It's gone. I don't got it.
I don't think I could pass for Mexican. I just don't.
It'd be tough too.
It'd be tough.
You're one of them Irish Mexicans.
I don't even know another language. I could probably speak Southern Arkansan enough that no one at the border could understand me, though.
But you could be messed up. Just keep saying hola. And
hola?
It don't matter.
Oh, act like I don't understand.
You don't understand.
They won't be able to figure out my
like,
language.
They're like, something's wrong with this guy.
This guy's from
But he's definitely from Mexico. Keep saying hola.
Hola.
Hola. Just keep on. Even when they're talking to you in Spanish, you say hola.
So here's a survey. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick here. Here it is. How Canadians think Trump presidency will impact the U.S. U.S. democracy cannot survive another 4 years of Trump. The U.S. is on the way to becoming an authoritarian state. So the Canadians believe 44% that the U.S. democracy cannot survive another 4 years of Trump. 20% agree. So that's 64%. And then these other people have some brains about them. And then, is it on the way to become an authoritarian? 49% say yes. So it's about half and half. Do we even care
That's what I was about to
what
say.
those people say?
I
mean, they're disagrees with them up there, right? Or allow them to kill themselves, whatever you want to say.
I don't care what my buddies up there to the north say about our democracy because we don't have one. But yeah, Terrence and Phillip can go do their own daggum thing.
Check this one out, Gary. Will the U.S. be better or worse if Biden wins? 33% say, these are Canadians, not sure and can't say.
I sure can't say.
So almost 2/3 say that it'll be much better or they can't say. And then 62% say it'll be much worse. What are they telling these people north of the border?
Well,
maybe we need to just, instead of transporting people to Chicago and New York, we should just transport them all the way to our northern border.
They could. But do you think they could ever strike a deal and say, "Okay, guys, we'll take Biden out of the race if Trump doesn't run"? Do you think that would hurt the Republicans? It really would, and help the Democrats.
But well, maybe the issue is right now. It appears the courts are going to decide who our next president is.
They're trying to make it that way.
And the establishment is pushing. Nikki Haley has become. Tell me, I'm getting stuff all the time now about Nikki Haley, and everything that pops up on me is Nikki Haley, Nikki Haley, Nikki Haley, and that tells me that she's establishment.
Some of the big, from what I've seen a bunch of videos and whatnot, a lot of the Democratic supporters, big Democratic supporters, are giving her money. They want her to win.
Yes, they do, because they think they can control her.
Yeah, I think they can. I think Vivek Ramaswamy has really pointed out a lot of her flaws to everybody. Like when they were talking about the war in Ukraine, he was like, "Can you name some of the promises in Ukraine? Can you do any of this?" And she just blanked the whole time. I mean, Vivek's the guy.
And Trump's turned on him, and you know why Trump's turned on him? Because he knows he's the guy. There will be a point that he'll come back around. Yeah, Vivek has really made some inroads, and the establishment hates him. The Democrats hate him. Trump's beating up on him a little bit, but hey, whatever.
Whoever got DeSantis in this race, I don't know. But here's the thing: if
who screwed that up?
DeSantis was so hot right now, but when he went to run, I was like, I'm all about DeSantis. I hope he wins.
Most Americans were.
We were, and then it just went.
Whoever he had running his campaign,
it did.
Oh, please don't hire them again. They were terrible.
I think he's an awesome governor. I really do. And he owned, from my understanding, the Gavin Newsom debate that they had. He owned him and said,
"Did anybody watch it?"
No, they didn't.
Exactly. It's like watching the two folks that might be president.
If I remember correctly, one of the things he did was pulled up on like a prompter or whatever, showed all the poos. Like they had the app where it shows all the poo.
Oh yeah, all those. California. Oh, that's awesome. The poo app.
The poo app. I mean, that's an awesome app. Whoever came up with that was awesome. That's
because San Francisco's a whole group of poo. Okay. Another story here, and this should be no surprise. People, there's this whole working from home during COVID, and people not wanting to come back from the office, right? Mm-hmm. The cost of working from home, remote workers receive 31% fewer promotions than colleagues who are in the office.
Well, that makes sense. It's all about coming into work, putting an eye on the person.
It's all about it. And so let's say someone's coming to the office, sitting by the manager that's ready to give promotion. That person's always an earshot away.
Yeah.
Or arm's length away. How many times did they reach out to the one on Teams and it shows they're away from their computer?
Away from the computer, or maybe asleep or doing other stuff, But
do another job.
Do another job. Not to mention the person who's going to work every day is putting more into the job than the person not at work, because they're driving to work. At least they're using the money to spend on the gas money.
This says this was both because staff who worked at least sometime in person were better able to network and perceived as more committed. How can you argue they weren't?
Yeah.
So you got someone, I'm not coming into work. I want to work remotely. And someone says, no, I'll come to work.
Mm-hmm.
I may want to work a day a month from home or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So which one's more committed? The one that says, no, I'm not coming into the office. I fear for my health. Even though, we got to talk about Fauci. I almost missed that.
Yeah. But then again, the guy who this may be somewhat skewed, because the person who is coming up, how can you manage people remotely? You cannot manage people remotely like that.
You can look. There are some people.
I would say higher management you can manage remotely.
But there are some people that just have the drive and ambition. And you know what? They're going to work hard, whether they're sitting here beside me, whether they're 300 miles away. But then there's people who, when you tell them they got to come back to work, and they say, well, but I got to deal with my kids.
Yeah.
And I've got to do my laundry, and I need somebody to clean my house. Well, you know what that tells you?
Yeah.
They're not working. They're dealing with the kids and the laundry.
Yeah.
And those other things.
All right, here I'm gonna give a secret out there to all you people out there working for corporate America, because I used to work for corporate America, and I was a manager in corporate America for a while. I would say 50% of the job is just showing up, and the reason why is because when the SHIT hits the fan, They want you there.
Yes.
That's
why.
That's why. And that's what it is. And that's the difference.
Because when you can look at someone in the eyes.
Yeah. I mean, because there's been many times I've had plans, I've doing something with my family, and something goes really bad. Promoted quickly, very quickly, and that's the difference.
Because winners run to challenges.
Yeah.
And losers avoid
challenges. Have excuses.
Our boy Anthony Fauci's back in the news because Fauci's ex-boss now says COVID-19 lab leak theory was credible, despite previous claims it was a distraction. And then he also admits social distancing not based on science. It just sort of appeared. So basically, they made that crap up.
Yeah, they did. Because they were trying to protect the lab, which they were giving money to, which is no surprise. It's absolutely no surprise whatsoever. But we said that long ago, and it will continue to be thrown on the rug, and nothing will ever happen.
Do you see? And I've just noticed it. I don't watch a lot of regular television, but I guess the football games. Mm-hmm. They are still really pushing the vaccine.
They are.
There are so many commercials about getting the vaccine.
I was always, and here's the thing. I think that the vaccine itself may have helped some people, but I'm also scared that it may have not. And that's where, that's where I have issues with it. I don't want to be banned on anything. I think the problem is when the government makes health decisions for you, that's a problem. Your doctor should be making health decisions for you.
That's exactly
your personal doctor should know who you are, know what you are, take an assessment of the vaccine and its benefits and possibly non-benefits, possible risks to you, and say, okay, I think you should not take it, or you should take it.
Well, and most doctors were telling you, if you had any comorbidities, you should take it.
Exactly.
And they were taking it. And you know what? I took it.
And I was explaining this to one of my children the other day. I was like, this is the problem with the democracy. If you go straight democracy, that means 51% of the people rule the world. Let's just use that.
Yep.
What if something's really good for 51% of the people and something really hurts the other 49%? Whoops. Oh, well, the other 49%, you're gone. Or you're really bad hurt, or you're taking money from that 49%. That's why we're not a democracy. That's why we are a constitutional republic.
And our forefathers,
Fascists,
they foresaw that, and that's the reason they set up the way they did, because they knew look, if we were a true democracy, California, New York, and soon to be Texas, and if Texas flipped colors, we're no longer even a republic. We are democratic.
We are. We're a democracy at that. A true democracy, which would help those certain areas, but would hurt the rest of America. I mean, and we're talking about. But if you look at, if you guys ever go look at the maps to show, based on politics, like the majority of the map is red, but that's because it's a lot of area owned by Republicans, but it's a lot of farmland and whatnot. It's not heavily populated. That's the problem. When you get to heavily populated areas, you get more into Democratic areas.
The city centers are all Democratic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see. What else did we have? There was something else we were going to talk about, Gary.
We talked about Fauci. I mean,
we did.
We talked about we didn't really go into our snow day really today.
Let's see what activities we could do in the snow. 15 fun things to do in the snow. All right, guys, you might want to check us out if you're in Crittenden County or Mid-South. Here's 15 fun snow. Let's see if you did any of these today, Gary.
Okay.
Did you tie-dye the snow?
What? Like pee in it?
No, tie-dye it. Like you put different colored dye in it and make cool stuff in the snow.
No.
Looks something like this right here. Let me see. Let me show it. So, did you tie-dye the snow?
No, I did not. Did not tie-dye any snow. Why would you want to do that?
Did you make a road? Did Kiki make a road in the snow?
No, Kiki did not make a road in the snow.
Did you make a snow volcano? You're so lame. Did you make a snow volcano?
What, with like baking soda and vinegar?
Created this awesome snow volcano. Yeah, I guess so, because it exploded.
Okay.
Blow frozen bubbles. Now, I bet you could do that today.
You could. It was really cool. It was in the teens, wasn't it?
Oh, how about making colorful icicles?
No. No.
Boy, you're doing lame stuff.
This all sounds lame.
Mr. Potato Head with snowball. This is kind of lame. Let's find fun stuff to do.
It's not fun. All right. So did anyone,
Cool stuff to do in the snow.
did anyone get an ATV and pull a bed mattress around or something like that? That's fun. You know.
How about a golf cart pulling a sled? Because I know that happened at my house.
Yeah, that's fun. That's what you do.
Here's the ultimate checklist of fun activity to do with friends this winter. Epic snowball fight. Oh, yeah, the neighborhood should have had a snowball fight.
They should have. That would have been awesome. We should have had a community snowball fight.
Build a snowman.
No, I did not build a snowman.
This is great snow for building a snowman.
I did watch Frozen, and we sang the song, "Do you want to build a snowman?"
Who did you sing it to?
Me and Kiki were watching Frozen.
Go sledding.
No, we don't have any hills right where we're at. We have to
We
go to
got a
Levee.
levee.
We got to go to Levees to do that.
Catch snowflakes on your tongue. Now, come on. Surely you guys did that.
I mean, I caught it in my mouth while I was walking in
That's
and out,
close.
breathing on my mouth.
Did you make a snow angel?
No, but
I think Father Fortenberry did, though. I think I saw a social media post that he had made a snow angel.
Precious Baby made a snow angel today.
Oh,
She did.
Hitting the slopes. Well, we talked about the levee. Go snowshoeing. Who has snowshoes? Do you attach, like,
Do you like just walk around in the snow?
walk around with some tennis rackets
Tennis
attached
rackets.
to your feet?
I guess. I mean, I could have got some bunny.
Oh, now here's a great thing to do in the snow. Watch the snow falling.
I did watch. I mean, I looked outside while I was watching football.
All right, here's some things to eat and drink in the winter. Bake cookies.
I like cookies.
Drink hot buttered rum. Ooh.
Ooh, I like rum.
Make a pot of mulled wine. Have you ever had mulled wine? So you take wine, you heat it up.
And that just takes out all alcohol, does it not?
No.
If you get
It
too hot.
No, I don't think it does. A big batch of chili, of course. Bake a pie.
I like chili.
Eggnog. You did that today. You said
Yes,
you made
I had some.
eggnog.
I made some eggnog. With
Did you
some,
make snow cream?
No, but I have had snow cream back when I used to live in Wisconsin.
We made snow cream. Cinnamon rolls.
No, I didn't make cinnamon rolls. No.
Add peppermint schnapps to your hot chocolate.
Oh, that sounds good, but I did not do that. I don't have peppermint.
So here's another one. Go ice skating. My pool is frozen over. We could probably ice skate.
You know what? I tried that one time back when you remember the 94 the ice storm of 94?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I used
Did you fall in?
Yeah, because it wasn't hard enough. It was I felt it was just the ground. I thought the ground was hard enough because I had fallen on it, but when I put my hockey skates on, I just fell through. Because I used to play hockey too. I don't know if you know that about me, T. I used to play hockey.
So you like the Ohio State hockey team?
No,
You like the Razorback hockey team because they're really good.
they probably are because they're all track stars.
Oh, things to do outside in winter. Wear mittens. Who around here has mittens other than a child?
Not me.
Wear fuzzy slippers. I got some of those on now. Curl up under a blanket. Shop after Christmas sales. Take long bubble baths.
I will say this: there's some great after Christmas sales at Walmart. Go and get some nice toys. I found some
Oh,
nice
really?
toys. Yeah.
You gonna resell
Sure am.
them? Fun winter activity for kids. Build snow forts. I actually thought it said farts, but we'll go with forts. Make a
Mhm.
bird feeder. Collect pine cones. These are kind of lame too. Let's find cool stuff for adults to do in the snow.
In the snow. We should have had like a big like neighborhood football game. That'd been fun.
That would have been, but I think some people had to work.
Yeah, I think some people did, but it would have been fun.
67, the ultimate checklist of fun activities. This is the same one I looked at earlier, and they were kind of lame. So no, those aren't cool.
It's unfortunate.
Here's from the Pioneer Woman. No, we don't need Pioneer.
Oh,
Woman.
no,
we need
it's-
something like from South Park.
Yeah, we need
Backyard Boss. Now this one sounds like 21 super fun things to do in the snow. All right, have a snow fight. Build a snowman. This looks like the same list. Snow sculpture. Oh, I can dig that.
I've seen people make ice sculptures.
Go
Before.
sledding. Organize a sled ride by car. Okay.
Okay,
Pull there. This is the list we've been waiting on. You pull a sled, or in our neighborhood, it's a old
a golf
car
cart
hood.
or a car hood
Yep.
or
Okay, now these some rich folks go on a sleigh ride with some horses. All right, now I don't know nobody that's got a sleigh to pull behind horses.
I know where some horses are. We can get some horses.
Jenny Martin, if you're watching, You're the only one I know of that might have a sleigh ride. Next snowstorm, you need to have a sleigh ride, and we'll put you on there.
Put some bells on that horse.
Build
too.
a snow fort. Look at this amazing snow fort, Gary. Let me just pull
Let me
this.
see if I can-
Looky here. Woo.
I can't see it. But,
Oh, I'm not showing that up there, man.
oh, it's okay.
I got you.
I'm sure it's amazing. Oh,
There
that's
it is. See that snow fort?
that's like a palace.
Yeah, we need that. We could build that. It's probably cold enough now to build that.
It really would. It would stick too.
I don't think we could go skiing or snowboarding, eat snow. We could do that. Shovel. Who wants to shovel the snow?
And when I used to live in Omaha, Nebraska, we used to have a lot of snow come down, and I refused to buy a snowblower just because.
So you shoveled
cheap.
the driveway.
So I would shovel the driveway, and then like
you were fat then too.
I was.
Oh, you almost died. How many
I
times
almost-
did you almost have a cardiac arrest shoveling
Only
snow?
twice. Do you want me to tell you why? Because I had awesome neighbors, and they bought snow. Every one of my neighbors
No.
had snow.
And they'd blow your
snow-
yard.
and they come blow my yard all the time, and I love
that's
it.
awesome.
I love my neighbors because I think they saw me struggling one time, but they also, when I was there wasn't a lot of snowstorms, so they felt sort of ripped off that they had.
They wanted to use.
They
their
wanted to
toy.
use their toy. I'm like, come over here, guys, and let them come over here and blow my snow.
Organize a snow treasure hunt. That'd be cool. Play
Ugh.
tic-tac-toe in the snow. Snow bowling. Spot animal tracks. That's kind of cool unless it's like a polar bear.
Yeah.
All right, these are getting lame now. Create backyard winter Olympics. Now we could do
could've-
this.
We could have done that. Like,
we could have had Life in the Patio backyard winter Olympics. It'd probably gone viral.
I mean,
What would have been our?
it'd been like a 40-yard dash or something like that, I'm sure.
No, we're not running anywhere for maybe a 4-yard dash.
Okay, 10-yard dash. 10 yards, that's pretty good.
We'd probably be like whoever could make the biggest snow angel, maybe.
Yeah, biggest snow
That-
angel.
That'd be me.
Artwork in the snow with pee. You pee.
You pee.
you had to pee. Whoever had the best
signature.
Signature.
Whoever had the best signature in the snow.
at best
Yeah.
yellow snow
What
signature.
else would we do out there? So we would like take shots and then spin around on a
like a bat or
a
something.
bat and then have to see who can make it the fastest.
Yeah, I could do
Somewhere.
that, or you could do a lot of good things like that. Or
Whoever could stand up and ride on the hood of a 1978 Camaro while being pulled behind a side by side the longest.
yeah, we could do that. We could have done a lot of that stuff. That was
Winter
YouTube
this
gold.
backyard winter Olympics. Oh,
We missed out.
Father Fortenberry, you need to think about that. Ride a snowmobile, rich people.
We
Go
don't have snowmobile.
snowshoeing. I'm not sure what's so cool about.
I wonder if
snowshoeing.
I bet you someone in Clinton County owns a snowmobile.
Have a campfire. No, you think so?
I bet you someone.
Now I knew
does.
some people had them, but they were up from like up northeast.
I bet you somebody's got one. I bet you they do.
Mm.
Someone. If you're out there, contact us. I just want to see it.
I'm really thinking about this backyard winter Olympics.
That's really something we missed out.
We could have
on.
bourbon involved. We could have done it Sunday. Everybody would have been available Sunday.
So the pool is frozen over, right?
Yeah, I don't know how thick.
How
it didn't
thin?
freeze over till last
But
night, so it hasn't been
So
long.
it's not that thick. It's probably maybe an inch thick at most.
It wouldn't hold me up.
So we
Because
could,
I asked my wife earlier how thick it was, and she's like, "I'm curious."
as long as we had some people on the side watching us, we could have had like who could get to one end to the other the quickest. of that pool. Whether you could walk across or you swim across, that would have been awesome. Like maybe go under the ice. We missed out.
Oh, that'd have been cold.
It'd been so cold. So cold.
Look, just so for the 3 listeners that aren't in the Mid-South, we are at like sub-zero temperatures. We're colder than Chicago right now.
We're
just
so
you know.
cold.
Yeah, we are so cold. But I'm curious how thick it is. 'Cause I'd like lay on my belly and scoot across.
You
it
could scoot
probably.
across. Whoever got
Yeah.
across the fastest, they decided to run. But man, running, man,
That would probably go viral if you go dive in like right now.
it would. But I don't feel like we should without the Patagonians here. So cold
I will bet if we call Father Fortenberry, he would come partake in this.
to
crazy
partake to
stuff.
fall in.
I bet he would.
Oh man, that'd be so cold.
So look, I think we're running out of things. We went a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah, we
would
had
tonight,
some
just me and
good
Gary.
stuff.
Okay, anything else you want to share? You have some interesting stories all the time, but you were at home dealing with kids
Yeah, I
today,
didn't have nothing. I didn't see
celebrating
anything.
MLK Day.
I did. We celebrated and shout out to MLK. But no, we didn't really do anything. I mean, we did move kids. Now we did a lot of the maneuvering and stuff once we got it from one place to another.
Holy shit!
What?
Buccaneers up 10-0.
I put money on the Bucks.
End of Q1. You put money on the Bucks to win the game.
I did. I'm gonna let y'all know before I came in here. I said, but I put Bucks to win. I don't know why I feel like it's wrong.
I picked 2 winners. I did pick Detroit to win, but I picked them to win by more.
Wow.
And I lost the bet. And I picked Buffalo to win. And they won by what I thought they'd win by, but I messed up and had Stephon Diggs needing 54 yards. He got 52 yards.
That just doesn't work, does it?
It stinks. It stinks.
No.
But the Bucks are up by 10. They're at home, aren't they? They're playing at Tampa.
They're at Tampa.
So weather's not an issue.
Not an issue.
Philly ought to be lighting it up.
It really concerned me when they said A.J. Brown was out.
All right, the leading receiver for Philadelphia, guess.
Goddard.
Yeah, guess how much?
27 yards.
4 yards.
Oh, my gosh. This is bad.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Gollard has 1 for 4. Jones 1 for. Oh, it's a 3-way tie for first. The Buccaneers, Mayfield already has 137 yards.
But here's
their leading receiver. I hadn't even heard of this dude. David Moore, 2 receptions, 66 yards and touchdown. Cade Otton 2 for 39. Didn't you have Otton on?
Otton for like 9 yards.
Oh yeah, he like quadrupled.
Yeah, I had Cade Otton for 9+ yards. I think he got that.
So I'm gonna start making a bet, and whatever I think I'm betting, I'm gonna
just
do
reverse
the
it.
opposite.
Reverse
the opposite and go from there. All right, folks. Look, it's a new year, 2024, and believe it or not, we've been talking about it for a while. We got some cool stuff coming out. I promise you. We got the Bourbon Roadshow, but I think we may roll that in. I want to give a shout out to some of the folks in the bourbon community. I know Major Zero. He's a guy we've been following. He's doing good things around Memphis. Follow him. Actually go behind him and buy stuff. I got the Lake District Buffalo Trace store pick. Got the Caesars Eagle Rare store pick. Actually, we're going to do a tasting. We have like 4 Eagle Rare store picks that we need to sample. We're going to do a blind. Hopefully we can get that done next week or so. But anyway, I'm going to play us out, Gary.
All right.
Any parting words? Fun things to do in the snow before it disappears.
Here's a fun thing to do in the snow. Actually drive below the speed limit when it's snowing. How about that? That's fun. Below the speed limit.
Oh, you're no fun, Gary. You're no fun. You need to do about as fast as humanly possible in the snow. That's Memphis traffic for you.
Yeah. They feel like the speed limit is the law when it's snowing. You got to go the speed limit.
You got to go at night. But look, hit the like button. Tell us how much you like it. Tell us you don't love it. It's now 13-10, by the way, Gary.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. So the NFC East is going to be eliminated in Wild Card Weekend.
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody done saved this outlaw.